Yo, what's going on, you guys? It's your boy Shemaine, aka Terry McGinnis, coming at y'all with some Titanfall today. And in this video, I'm going to talk about two very different things. I'm going to talk about my last minute predictions, really basic prediction, mostly number wise, of pilot abilities, and well, not necessarily pilot abilities because those could be very extensive, but weapons and Titan chassis. And another thing that I want to talk about is another concern that I have. So it's kind of a two-part video. But one thing that I do want to talk about that someone actually asked me in the comment section of a previous video is, do I think Titanfall 2 will have a beta despite it coming out, relatively close from now, right? Not too long from now. And this is what I have to say. Do not, and I'm serious, do not be surprised if they announce a beta that starts literally today. Okay? That would drop a fucking bomb on everyone. Do not be surprised. It's kind of radical. It's kind of out there. But do not be surprised if up there Vince is talking and he says Titanfall 2 beta begins to fucking day. Do not be surprised at that. If not today, I definitely think that they will announce a beta at some point during the presentation, probably at the end. And I think it's either one of two options. It's going to be close to, really close from where we are right now, or it's going to be later on down the line. It's not going to be in between, right? But yeah, I think a bit, it is close to launch. Really, it is. When you think about it, it's not too far away. But I think that there needs to be one. I've made a video about this before, saying that all games, especially multiplayer games, really should have betas, right? Because when you have outside people testing, it can only help. I don't want to really go into that because that's a whole other video. But yes, I do think there will be a beta, probably, most likely. Don't be surprised if a bomb gets dropped. Alright, so I'm going to talk about the weapons first because it's really simple numbers prediction versus the Titans. Assault rifles, we had 3 in total. R101C, the G2A4, and the fucking 3-round burst. I'm so tired right now, I can't even remember the damn thing. But Hemlock, there it was. Yeah, I think we'll have 6 total assault rifles, so 3 more. I think we'll have 4 to 5 SMGs. I think we'll have 3 to 4 shotguns. I think for snipers, we will have 3. I mean, when it comes to snipers, like, really, motherfuckers, like, what more do you need? You need one that does a one-shot, one-kill, and one that's, in other words, a marksman rifle that kills in 2 shots. There's no in-between. It doesn't matter. Then if you go in between on snipers, that means people are gonna get shot one shot, one killed in the fucking knee, but get one shot, one kill, or one shot in the foot and still survive. That shit's garbage. We don't need that stuff in this game. I don't want that. You know what I mean? Keep it fucking simple. That's just my biggest thing. I think we'll also see 3 total unique universe weapons. So, in other words, Smart Pistol plus 2 other ones. Which, hey, I'm not against Smart Pistol not being in the game, but I'm not against Smart Pistol being in the game. You know what I mean? So that's fine. But yeah, those are just general pilot weapon predictions. I'm not gonna go into anti-Titan weapons and pilot abilities. Oh man, I just need to get this shit out now, right? But we are gonna see plenty of new pilot abilities, especially in the reveal. But as for the Titan chassis, we've had 3 so far, obviously. The Ogre, Strider, and Atlas, and I think we're gonna see 5 more. I think we're gonna have 8 total at launch. I thought 10 was where I was thinking in the very beginning, but I think that's a little too much. And I think the further you increase numbers, the more and more that your components of the game become slight variations of each other. In which case, if they do, then they're hardly unique and distinct, which is a big problem that I have. Especially with people who want more and more and more, and that's all they care about is more and more, not what's actually in the substance of the edition, fuckers. But yeah, I think 8 is a sweet spot. I know 10 is a nice rounded number, but I just think that I don't think that we're gonna see 10. I really don't. And I know people are gonna complain. Oh, only 5 more. That's all you can get. Blah, blah, blah. Fuck those guys. I'm not in the mood right now. And the complaints are never going to stop anyways, which is the problem. But, whatever. But we've seen two different Titans so far, right? I'm pretty sure we've only seen two new ones. Possibly other ones in like little teases and pics. But we've seen one that is actually the statue right now outside of, or in LA, and it's kind of the, you know, the supposed wall cover, wall art, box art. You know, the dude's wall running, and there's the one, you know, right behind it. It's kind of like a big brother of the Strider. You know, it's too bulky to be a Strider, but it's too thin to be an Atlas. I call it the Gazelle Titan for right now, for whatever that's worth. I just, you know, the name came to me, right? So we've already seen the Gazelle Titan, and we've actually seen another one that's in a picture that, you know, you don't have to look too hard to find, especially on a Facebook group. And that one looks too slim to be an Atlas, but way too bulky to be a Strider. So, you know, I'm curious to see what they're gonna do. I think we'll see something called, I think we'll see a big brother of the Ogre Titan called the Goliath, which will have invulnerability core and have armor that you have to break before you actually hit the shield. You know, they're going to have stuff, you know, these are just kind of like two little predictions, but don't be surprised if you start seeing, you know, things like rapid fire core and rapid reload core and, you know, shit like that. And that's why I'm saying, like, that's not as unique as damage core, unlimited thrusters / boost, dashes, whatever, and an even greater shield than you already have. That's nowhere near as unique as those three. You know what I'm saying? And that's the problem that I have. But you know, those are some of the ideas for Titans that I have that I'll go into, you know, much later. Like I said, I still think people will complain there's not enough Titans in the game, but I seriously think 8 is a sweet spot. I know 10 sounds really nice, like the standard, but I just don't think we'll see 10 chassis at launch. You know, hint, hint. There you go. Probably DLC stuff. But now let me get into a concern that I have that I just need to talk about. I need to get it off my chest. Since the very beginning, there's been a complaint about more and more and more and more and more and wanting more in Titanfall. When it comes to the campaign, totally understandable. All these different weapons. You want all these fucking weapons. All these different Titans. All this, that, and the other. And that's, again, the problem that I have. With that notion is that less is more sometimes. More isn't always better. Bigger isn't always better. You know, oh God, I feel the complaints of wanting more and more will lead to the game being Call of Duty-ified. I was talking to Phil about this earlier, which he was, you know, in this video, or he was in this game actually we're playing. I feel Respawn, in order to satisfy everyone, satisfy everyone who wants more and more, will be forced to create unimaginative, unoriginal, and uninspired additions just to shut them up. Now let me say this, I'm not saying Respawn isn't capable of adding some badass and awesome new stuff. Not at all. I full confidence in them. Full confidence in them. I just feel that they will add abilities, weapons, and what have you that we've already seen a million times just to check off the box labeled more, and so that people who left and complained about the game not having this, that, or the other will feel welcome. The game will feel more familiar to them because it feels familiar to Call of Duty, which people will say, oh, you know, Titanfall is Call of Duty with wall running, and you couldn't be more wrong. You couldn't be more wrong in that notion. You know, I'm reading some of the stuff that I wrote down. You know, 3 Titan chassis. You know, that was my phone that just went off. You know, I've had this concern. You know, this thing about wanting more since the beginning of the complaints by the general gaming community. Of always wanting more and more, no matter how little the addition actually provides, and how unique it is to what we already have in the game. You understand what I'm saying? It's something that's been very real for me. It's, you know, just complaints in general have been very real for a Titanfall fan because, you know, they never stop for this game, for the game that we love. And that's the thing that I was worried about in general, is if we don't deliver, if we don't get a badass fucking game that shuts everyone up, we're never going to hear the end of it. But it goes back to videos that I've made years ago, man. Years ago, talking about less is more. Bigger is not always better. And just not understanding the complaints of just simple mundane shit. Why do you need fucking 6 sniper rifles that all do the same exact job? Why do you need all different kinds of variations for assault rifles? I mean, you're shooting the same fucking weapons that you've been shooting for fucking 8 years. I just don't understand it. Like, they become so undistinct, so ununique, unoriginal. Ununique, I don't even think that's a fucking word, I just made that up. They just become so boring. It's the same shit you see all the time. That's why even the Smart Pistol, which is a fucking annoying ass weapon, was cool to see. That's what I want to see. New and unique weapons. Not shit that we've seen all the goddamn time just so you feel familiar. But I'm going to go ahead and stop ranting because I'm tired. I need to get this video out. And fuck, I don't even know what else to say, man. I'm tired as fuck. Thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. I'll see you guys after the fucking reveal. I'm down. Get ready. I'm ready. And we're going to be talking about that shit forever. I'm out. Peace. Have a good day.